Okay, no more fooling around. This is it. This is the day of reckoning. You're going to show me just how well you learn these verbs in lesson 1.18, these 12 verbs. Now, do you know them in this fashion, intellectually? Maybe you're proud of yourself that you could come up with all 12 of these verbs. If I were to tell you in English that this concept I want you to express is such and such an action, a verb, you could eventually come up with a word. That's not at all what we're looking for. We don't want head knowledge. We want these verbs, these 12 verbs, to be a part of your very being, that you could come up with these words instantaneously. For example, if I were to do this gesture right here, immediately you'd say venir. Immediately, venir. Huh? I'll show you how well you need to know these verbs. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of one of the gestures from the last 12 verbs that you've learned, and when I say go, I want you to do that gesture, and I'm going to say the word. Okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Voir. You see how quick that was? That was less than a second, maybe 5/10 of a second. Let's do one more. Pick a tough one this time. That was too easy. You're going to give me a gesture. I'll say go. 1, 2, 3, go. Connaître. Connaître. You see, that's how well you need to know these verbs. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to say the word for you. Say one of these 12 verbs, and I want you to perform the gesture, okay? However, you've got to do it before I do, because I'm going to confirm for you what the correct gesture should have been. You need to perform your gesture before I show you what the correct one was, okay? Got to keep up with that kind of a pace. So here we go. You ready? And allez. What's allez? Show me with your hands. Allez. Allez, that's right. Voir. What's voir? Voir, okay. Partir. Yeah, partir. If you feel you sniffle a bit, it's a sad moment. Rester. Rester. How do you represent rester with your hands? Rester, Rencontrer. Yeah, rencontrer. Venir. Okay. That's right, venir. Okay. Get into it. Feel free to act it out a little bit. Make some noises, just like I did there. Ouvrir. What's ouvrir? Yeah. Ouvrir. How about marcher? What's marcher? Yeah, marcher, marcher. Don't, not too fast. That'd be courir. Huh? I want marcher, marcher. What's entendre? Entendre. Yeah, register a little bit of shock and awe on your face here, because why is that important? There's a difference here. What's this? Da, 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 da. That's écouter. It's much more leisurely. Écouter. This is entendre all of a sudden. Okay, entendre. Parler. Show me their hands. Parler. Parler. Okay. Sortir. Sortir. Yeah, sortir. Au revoir. And connaître. What's connaître? Connaître, David. Bonjour. Okay, that's connaître. Okay, we're doing it again a little faster this time. Ready and go. Sortir. Sortir. Connaître. Connaître. Entendre. What's entendre? Entendre. Hein? Parler. Parler. Marcher. What's marcher? Voilà, marcher. Ouvrir. Yeah, ouvrir. Venir. Rencontrer. Rencontrer. Rester. 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 Et puis partir. Partir, ouais, c'est ça. Et puis voir. Qu'est-ce que c'est voir? Voir. Voir. Oui, voir. Et puis aller. Allez! Okay, we're going to turn it around this time. This is tougher. I'm going to do the gesture for you, and I want you to say the word. Okay? So here we go. You need to come up with a word before I confirm the correct answer. Make sure you say it before I do. Okay, what's this? Voir. Rester. Venir. Marcher. Voilà. Parler. Hey. Connaître. Sortir. Entendre. Ouvrir. Rester. Partir. Voir. Allez, pas trop mal, pas trop mal. Okay. If you're able to keep up with that pace, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. And I'm going to challenge you a little bit more right now. I'm going to show you a picture of someone performing the action. And as I show you these pictures, I want you both to say the verb that corresponds to the action and do the gesture. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here you see one of the pictures that corresponds to one of the verbs you just learned, the actions. You're to look at this picture to discern what the action is, say the word, and also perform the gesture. All right, and do so both of those things before I give the correct answer. Go ahead, what's this? Sortir. Okay, on to the next one. Marcher. Entendre. Connaître. Parler. Venir. Voir. Partir. Rester. Ouvrir. Rencontrer. Allez! Okay, now we do the same thing, but we're just going to pick up the pace a little bit. Here we go. Marcher. Entendre. Connaître. Parler. Say them before I do. Venir. Voir. Partir. Rester. Ouvrir. Rencontrer. Allez! Okay, in the last day's class, you not only had to learn these 12 verbs, but you also had a supplementary activity, a supplementary lesson, 1.19, that dealt with numbers from 20 to 29. Now, that's not a big jump. There's not a lot to learn there, really. Once you know the numbers 1 through 9, all you really basically need to learn was the number 20. And then learn that you say 20 et 1, and then 22, 23, 24, 25, put them together. And so that's not too terribly difficult. But let's see, nonetheless, how well you've mastered numbers from 1 to 29 up to this point, because we're going to take a look at the fastest pace in the video that you saw at the end of lesson 1.19. We're going to look at the red section and see if you can keep up with the 20, 2, 22, 6, 1, 4, 15, 7, 23, 12, 18. Make sure you say them before I do, huh? 24, 11, 25, 21, 27, 17, 25, 8, 13, 14, 29, 9, 19, 10, 16, 5, 3. Okay, we need to come up with a practical use of your knowledge of numbers 1 through 29. And what could be more practical, more critical really, than when you're expressing a price to someone or you're asking and receiving a price from somebody? It's important you not make a mistake in such a situation. And so I'm going to show you some pictures of items on the screen that you're going to be selling me, that I'm interested in buying. And I'll also put the price of the item on the screen so you know how much you're supposed to ask for it. So I'll say to you, for example, here's a beauty. This bonhomme de neige was created by one of my daughters. So this is going to go for a pretty penny. Let's say $11.25. So you see a picture of the snowman, and you'll see up on the screen they'll say $11.25. And I'll ask you, hey, combien coûte? You don't have to say, hey. But I kind of like saying that. It makes me feel like I'm in charge. Hey, combien coûte le bonhomme de neige? And you'll say, le bonhomme de neige coûte. Now, what's coûte? Coûte is the idea of costs. So repeat after me. Coûte. You say that so well. One more time. Coûte. Oh, that's beautiful. So, you'll say, le bonhomme de neige coûte. And you'll say $11.25. Now, how are you going to say that? You know 11. That's right, 11. And then what's this? This is dollar. So $11. And then 25, that you know as well, 25 cents. The word for cents is centime. $11.25. Okay? Or let's say, for example, these two beautiful pens, a matching set right here. These two pens are going to go for, let's say, $1.15. And I'll say to you, hey, combien coûtent les stylos? And you'll say, bon, les stylos coûtent $1.15. And I'll have to make my decision if I'm going to buy it or not. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to show you some pictures on the screen along with some prices, and I'll ask you how much they all cost. All right, here we go. Ah, d'accord, une pizza, mais qu'est-ce que j'ai faim! Combien coûte la pizza? Bon, d'accord. La pizza coûte $12.15. Merci. Ah, l'hamburger. Combien coûte l'hamburger? Ah bon, l'hamburger coûte $1.25. Oh, c'est bien. Bon, j'ai faim, mais ce sandwich ne me paraît pas très bon, hein. Combien coûte le sandwich? Le sandwich coûte $3.20. $3.20, mais ça c'est du vol. Non, je pense pas, hein. Ah, voilà quand même ce qui me plaît. J'adore la glace. J'aime beaucoup la glace. Combien coûte la glace, hein? Ça m'intéresse. Bon, le cornet de glace coûte $2.05. C'est quand même cher, mais je le prends. Combien coûtent les gants? J'ai froid, hein? Les gants coûtent $15.29. Oui, c'est raisonnable. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il est rigolo ce chapeau, hein? J'aimerais bien le porter. Combien coûte le chapeau? Ah ouais, d'accord. Le chapeau coûte $17.22. Ah, je ne sais pas. Ah, une banane, une seule banane, s'il vous plaît. Combien coûte une banane? Bon, d'accord. Pour une seule banane, la banane coûte 23 centimes. Et combien coûte le lait? Combien coûte le lait? D'accord, le lait coûte $2.22. Merci. Oh, des frites, j'adore les frites. Combien coûtent les frites? D'accord, les frites coûtent $1.15. C'est bien, je suis persuadé. Oh, un beignet. Combien coûtent les beignets? Oh, quand même, c'est cher, hein? Le beignet coûte 1,10 $. Je ne sais pas. Oh, le petit chaton, j'adore les chats. Combien coûte le chat? Ah bon, le chat coûte 25 $, c'est pas mal. Il faut que je demande à maman. Et combien coûte le chèque? Bon, d'accord, le chèque coûte 2,28 $. D'accord, merci. All right, well, I think that was a pretty practical use of your knowledge of numbers from 1 to 29. And if you were able to express those prices without any real difficulty, I'd say you're ready to go shopping right now. In fact, I'll make you a deal. If you were able to keep up with the verbs and the gestures corresponding to those verbs at the pace that I was expecting of you at the beginning of this video, and if you were able to keep up with the red section, the fastest pace of that PowerPoint you saw just a little bit ago of numbers, feel free to go shopping. Take the rest of your French class off. You got other classes, I'm sure. Don't skip them, but feel free to skip my class. However, if you are not able to keep up with the fastest pace and provide that answer before I did, you need to go back into lessons 1.18 and 1.19 right now to make that information, make those verbs and those numbers a part of your heart, not merely head knowledge that you can eventually reason your way to. So, you choose. I'll see you in the course of the next class. Au revoir.